Hi, this is Christy at the West Regional Branch of the Mobile Public Library, and we're going to start working on some fall hand lettering projects. Let's get started. Alright, for this one we're going to choose a variety of fall colors. Again, use whatever you like. And our project today is Pumpkin Spice Up Your Life. So I'm going to start with a really dark orange, and we're going to go again with a pretty simple font to start. We're going to go with a serif font this time. And I want you to keep it fairly loose. What I mean by that is you don't even have to make sure that all the lines connect. Gives a little breathing room. Just makes it almost look like it's been stamped on or painted instead of written. So we're going to do PU. Just gives it a really nostalgic, kind of whimsical look. And there's no right or wrong on it. You can choose any font you like. You can make this one a little more formal looking. You can make it like mine and a little less formal. Just so that you like the results. That's all that matters. Okay, now on my K, I'm actually going to start up here. And watch this. We're going to swing and loop around because it just gives it something cute. So all I did was started in the air with the serif, pulled down at a curve, wrapped it around like you're tying a shoe, and there you go. Alright, for the eye, we're going to give it a really big pumpkin dot. And then on the end, we are actually going to curve the bottom of it. So don't go down straight, swing it up with a kick up. Alright, so there's our start. Now we're going to go for a lighter kind of beige, and we're going to come under the M because we want to leave this room for something special. So we are going to start here with the word spice. We're going to make it capital, and you know me, I like to make those really fancy S's. So start here really thin and pull it up and swing it around. Okay, and if you get crowded, it's okay. You can always redo it, or you can just roll with it. Now pull down, and we're going to give the little kick back loop to our P. Now the goal is to keep it right under there, but we might go just past it, and that's okay too. But try to keep it fairly in line together if you can. Alright, so there's spice. Now we're going to add a little something to our spice. We're going to take a darker brown, and we're just going to follow along. We're not going to get close to the lines we've already established. We're not going to create a shadow, but we're going to have a line that just follows those curves, just to give it a little something else. Alright, do that with the P. You don't want to follow all the curve, just as you were beginning to curve. Same thing inside of the rounded part of the P, inside of our I, C, and lastly our E. Alright, double dot your I. Just gives it some color and some fun. Alright, we're going to keep with a dark brown to do the word up. So remember, we're holding that space. So I'm going to come about here and do up. This time we're going to choose not to put the little kickback on the P. Okay, so spice up, and then we're going for a lighter orange this time with your. And it's fine if they wind up butting into each other like that, it's okay. But you want to kind of spread this guy out so it comes on across and finishes right underneath spice. Okay, so we've got spice up, your, and of course we're going to do life in a minute, but let's go ahead and do our pumpkin embellishment here. And all you're going to do is as though you were pulling down for a downstroke, but do it on a curve. So like this. And you're just going to keep curving around, and then go to the right, and That's really all it takes to make a simple little pumpkin. I like to just keep doing it because you get the texture. Because as it dries, you're going to have those variations in there that make it look like a pumpkin. And then you can kind of draw the bottom and fill it out the way you want it to look. Same thing with the top. But you really want those nice grooves like that for the pumpkin. And it's really simple to make. Don't worry about it looking exactly like a real pumpkin. And then we're going to take the color we used to initially write spice and kick it up a little tail, just a little curved line for its stem, and pull it back down. And it's just that easy. If you want to add a little more depth or dimension, you can put some really thin little lines of this. They're close enough in color that it'll give you the shadows, but without being that harsh look. Okay? So now we're going to go back to our original dark orange to write out the word life. And we're going to go back to just a simple font, but what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a really thick downstroke. Then we're going to go thin. Alright, so let's do that again to make our eye. And make sure you give quite a bit of room in here in order to keep it symmetrical, but also because we're going to jazz up this last word. We're not going to leave it plain Jane. Okay, so keep all of the little parts that come off, keep them thin. Here's our E. Alright, now we're going to pick up that golden yellow color. And we're going to go just to the inside of what we've already created. Just on the stem parts. We don't want the bottoms. You might need to go back and sort of finish them off, make them look rectangular instead of abnormal there. So follow it best you can down. Make sure it's one even stroke. You can always clean it up like I'm doing, so don't worry if it doesn't come out perfect the first time. You can clean it up. See how there's a gap? We're going to fill that in. No worries. It's going to be probably a little bit of a gap there too. And you can decide how much of the yellow you want to add. Then we're going to take that darkest brown that we had earlier, and we are going to draw a line straight down the middle of those two colors. Then we're going to go around the orange, all the way on the outside of it. Just gives it a little fun, a little dimension. Gives it that nice pretty fall palette that we have. Okay. And again, if you need to clean anything up, go right ahead. See how we're missing a little orange there? Fill it in and you're good. Alright, so this fall, pumpkins spice up your life. Thanks for watching and have a great day.